Before the lights, before the trophies, Joe, there was a boy running barefoot on the streets of Gonalo, and a dream, too big for the place he came from. In a small neighborhood in Brazil, Vinicious didn't grow up with luxury. He grew up with hunger, not just for food, but for a future. A ball made from tape, goals made from stones, and a promise he whispered to himself. One day, I will change everything. At Flamengo's academy, they saw speed, but they didn't see the fire. They saw a skinny kid who ran faster than his confidence. Missed chances, heavy touches, whispers from the sidelines. He's not ready. But Vinicious kept running. At just 16, Europe was watching. Real Madrid didn't buy a player. They bought a future. Pressure arrived overnight. Millions on a teenager's shoulders. And the world asked, is he worth it? Madrid is not gentle. Mistakes echo louder. Patience runs thin. Missed sitters. Memes. Laughter. Every failure became a headline. Pain doesn't break everyone. Some people turn it into fuel. Vinicious J and I chose fire. The crowd was restless. The shirt felt heavy. One missed chance became 1,000 voices. Every touch judged, every dribble questioned. And Vinicious heard it all. Behind closed doors, he rebuilt himself, finishing drills until midnight. Strength work, mental training, not for praise, for survival. Champions League, the world watching. One run, one touch, one finish, silence, then explosion. Madrid believed again. And Vinicious finally believed in himself. Defenders stopped laughing. They started backing away. Because fear had changed sides. Speed became terror. Confidence became power. Vinicious wasn't chasing greatness anymore. Greatness was chasing him. He wasn't just winning matches. He was carrying a nation, a culture, a dream for kids who looked like him. And every celebration said the same thing. We are here. This wasn't luck. This was transformation. Some players shine in small moments. Vinicious was built for the biggest nights. Defenders stopped stepping forward. They stepped back. Because one mistake meant disaster. Speed like lightning. Feet like rhythm. Confidence like a storm. Vinicious wasn't a winger anymore. He was a weapon. Paris. Champions League final. History waiting. One run behind the line. One touch of belief. Goal. And suddenly, a boy from Gonalo stood at the top of Europe. But the story didn't stop at goals. It became bigger. Racism. Hate. Noise. And Vinicious stood tall. Not silent. Strong. He didn't run from the fire. He became the voice inside it. Teammates rallied. Fans stood up. Legends spoke. Because courage is louder than hatred. And Vinicious carried that courage. Every time he stepped on the pitch, he became more than a player. He became a symbol. For every kid told they don't belong. Speed became hope. Smiles became strength. And football found its soul again. There comes a time when the debate ends. For Vinicious J and I that time arrived. Once they questioned his end product. They counted misses. They laughed. Now they count nights. Finals. Decisive moments. The conversation has changed. Not if he's great, but how unstoppable he is. Game plans change. To defenders. Threesome times. Fouls. Blocks. Desperation. But Vinicious adapts. If they press it, he escapes. If they sit it, he destroys space. The game bends. With greatness comes weight. Every foul. Every whistle. Every camera. And Vinicious doesn't hide. He demands the ball. He demands the moment. Because leaders don't wait. Young players watch. Not just how he dribbles, but how he stands. How he responds. How he carries pressure. Vinicious sets a standard. Play with joy. Fight with pride. Never shrink. Years from now, people won't argue about stats. They'll remember fear. They'll remember electricity. They'll remember the feeling when the ball reached his feet. Some players play the game. Others change how it feels. Vinicius Jr. belongs to the second. The noise doesn't control him anymore. The fouls don't slow him. The pressure doesn't bend him. Because when belief becomes permanent, freedom follows. Vinicius plays with joy. But now it's controlled chaos. Finals, Clásicos, Champions League nights. When the lights burn brightest, Vinicius smiles. Because this is where his football breathes. One sprint can decide history. One touch can silence a stadium. He represents more than goals. He represents resilience, identity, courage. Every time he stands back up, football stands with him. Ears are not declared. They are felt. And when Vinicius has the ball, you feel it. Defenders hesitate. Crowds rise. Time slows. That's dominance. Years from now, kids won't ask how many goals he scored. They'll ask, what did it feel like to watch him? And the answer will be simple. It felt alive. Great players win trophies. Icons leave echoes. Vinicius Jr. is becoming an echo that won't fade. The future doesn't wait for permission. It arrives. Through speed, courage, and belief, Vinicius is no longer chasing what's next. What's next is chasing him. Ballon d'Or conversations, world best debates, global responsibility. And he's still smiling. Every season now begins with the same question. Can he do it again? And Vinicius answers the same way. By running. By daring. By refusing to play safe. Because safe football was never his language. And dusty pitches. On concrete streets. In schoolyards. Kids don't just say his name. They copy his joy. His confidence. His defiance. That's how legends spread. At Real Madrid, history is heavy. Shirts carry ghosts. Numbers carry memories. But Vinicius didn't fear the weight. He carried it forward. Not by becoming someone else, but by being fully himself.